Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. I'm Riku from Japan. This channel is all about the Go, which is an exciting and easy to start board game. From this video, we will start playing on an official Go board, meaning 19 by 19 board. Today's topic is Joseki. I didn't mention Joseki in the previous videos because it is quite unnecessary for the games on 9 by 9 board. However, it is fundamental for 19 by 19 board games, so let's begin!
First thing first, what is Joseki? Joseki is a sequence of moves that have been studied and developed through hundreds of years. By learning and making use of Joseki, players become able to avoid mistakes for the opening setting. Especially for the beginners, learning Joseki is a shortcut of improving Go skill. Today, I will introduce 5 very basic Joseki. Actually, there are more than 100 of them, but you don't need to learn everything unless you want to be a pro or something. I recommend you to firstly remember what I will introduce today and learn one by one for the rest. So now, I would like to begin with the Star Point Joseki, which is a Joseki for the case when a stone is put on stars, which are black dots on the board. First case is when a stone is put on the corner approach like white 1. For this, Joseki is to respond with a knight's move like black 2. I think you are new to knight's move. Knight's move or keima indicates a L-like shape if you go 2 horizontally and 1 vertically from a point. That is the point of knight's move. It is called this because it resembles the movement of the knight in chess. Back to Joseki, after black 2, put white 3, respond with black 4, and 2 space jump like white 5 is the sequence. The situation is even as black has influence on the right side, while white has on the left up. So what's the meaning of each move? Let's see. Firstly, when white 1 an approach move. Because of this white 1, black's influence is weakened. If black didn't respond with this white 1, white 3 would be put as a double approach move and black becomes even weaker. Then, if black wouldn't respond again, white 5 is put like this and black is almost dead. There is a chance that black can live on the corner, but that can't be a good shape. So it is important to respond with black 2. Nextly, what's the meaning of white 3? If we weren't put here, black 4 is put here and the corner will be black's territory. Even if white 1 is connected with white 5 like this, black 6 puts those 2 white stones at risk. Now, you know why the white 3 is important. Regarding black 4, for now just remember it is put here because there is a Joseki of putting it on the other area. Then, what about white 5? If we weren't put here, black 6 will be placed here and white will become very weak. Finally, let's review this Joseki. It begins with white 1's approach move and it is responded with black 2, and then white 3, black 4, and finally white 5's double space jump. As a result, black has influence on the right side and white has it on the left up. This Joseki is extremely common, so I recommend reviewing it again and again. Let's move on to the next Joseki. This is very similar to the last one, so remember them together. Responding the approach move of white 1 with single space jump of black 2. Then white 3, black 4 and white 5 is the same as the last one, but extending with black 6 is a difference. This Joseki is useful when black already has a territory on the lower right, because it can expand its influence. Don't forget to put black 6, because without this one, white 7 will be placed like this. Now, let's review this Joseki from the beginning. Firstly, approach move of white 1, then single space jump of black 2, white 3, black 4, and 2 space jump of white 5. Finally, black 6 extend its territory like this. Next Joseki I would like to introduce is the one which puts a single space high approach to the star point. However, this Joseki is not used much because it ends up giving some advantage to black. It is only used when white really wants to have influence on the top area. Black 6 is a key move because without this, white 7 is put like this, and after black 8 and white 9, white gains corner area, meaning black's life becomes in danger. Now, let's see how this Joseki goes. White 1 is put on a single space high approach to the star point. Then, black 2's double space jump, white 3, black 4, white 5, and black 6. Finally, they expand to white 7 and black 8. I have explained Joseki related to responses to a move on a star point. Nextly, I'd like to introduce the pincer movement of Star Point Joseki. A pincer is a move that approaches the opponent's stone from both sides. This Joseki sandwiches the approach move of white 1 with black 2. Then, white 3 is put on a 3-3 point. 3-3 point indicates the intersections of third lines from the sides vertically and horizontally. After white 3, it follows black 4 and white 5. Then, black 6 extends. So white 7 stops black stones, and then black 8, white 9, and black 10 are put. Finally, white 11 stops black stones again. This Joseki is very useful when black has its influence on the left up because it can expand to the upper area. On the contrary, it shouldn't be used when black has stones on the right below because this Joseki can weaken the influence since white 11 is invading to the lower right. Let's move on to today's last Joseki. The case when there is a black stone on the right center area. From white 1 to black 3, it is the same as the last Joseki. After that, black 4 is put there to have influence on the right side, followed by white 5 and black 6. Then, white 7 is put here so that white can leave. Black 8 is to enclose white stones. Now, white has influence on the corner, while black has it on the right side. In this Joseki, black 6 is a key move. Putting black 6 to stop white is a bad move. It will be followed by white 7, black 8, and white 9. Then, weaknesses will arise like this or this point. In another case, when white 7 pops out like this, black will be in a horrible situation after black 2, white 3, black 4, and white 5. So be careful about the move of black 6. Now, it is time for reviewing. First Joseki was Star Point Joseki. It begins with the corner approach of white 1 and responds with the knight's move of black 2. Then, white 3, black 4, and ends with a 2 space jump of white 5. As I have told earlier, this is the most basic Joseki, so review it again. Next one was the pincer movement of Star Point Joseki, which aims to sandwich white 1 with black 2. Then, it follows white 3 at 3-3 point, black 4, and white 5. After that, expand with black 6 and stop black's moves with white 7, followed by black 8, white 9, and black 10. Finally, white 11 stops black again. I know it is hard or more like impossible to remember at once, so I highly recommend reviewing them a lot.
Today, I introduced Joseki for the first time. It might sound difficult, but Joseki is a strong support for the beginner players. In the next video, I will introduce some other Joseki, so look forward to it!
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go. See you in my next video.